Hello, everybody. Welcome back. I'm the Strategy Professor. Today we're doing another episode with Ikit Claw. Let's go ahead and get back in here. So last episode we lost our main engineer here. We just were a little sloppy with him in a siege and we got caught out. So that was kind of rough. I am streaming this episode as well. So if you want to ever catch some of these episodes live streamed, I stream some of them live and some of them I do off stream. But I'm going to try to start doing it around 2 a.m. most nights, especially nights where I don't have school the next day. Or I don't teach classes. So come by, check us out. It's on YouTube, Strategy Professor. Usually stream a couple episodes here. Okay, so you might hear me talking with the stream some. I think we're going to go ahead and go Blastmaster. Now, we were debating last time what we want to do here. I think we decided we'll definitely leave Sartosa alone because they kind of like us right now. I had thought about we could kill the greenskins and then go for Clan Ongrund. They don't like us. Oh wait, how? No, they hate us more than that, right? Who hates us the least? Broken Nose doesn't mind us. Border Princes definitely hate us. Sartosa and Dreadfleet are okay with us. I mean, the elves do hate us for sure. Excuse me, I got a bit of a cold coming down here. Yeah, Clan Ongrund hates us. Okay, so options are, if we go for Clan Ongrund in these mountains, the problem is we can get totally surrounded and sandwiched. So, like, we're going to have a front with the Border Princes probably. We'll open up a front to these dwarves that can jump over here a lot, mess with us. Empire might even come down a little bit here, and then the elves. So we're just going to be like completely surrounded by hostiles if we do that. However, if we jump this wall and go for Carcassonne, then we'll have this sea to kind of buffer us. Now, yes, the high elves might eventually start coming over here at us, but we'll at least have this sea to buffer us, and then we can just fight through here. And we'll have a much more manageable front. We'll also be like a little bit closer towards Skaven Blight, so we can jump back and deal with rebellions there. So I think that might be what I do, is start going after the Bretonnians up there.
Warp power.
Okay, so how much are we getting for military? 10 for military presence. Okay, so that should give us a rebellion next turn if we just walk up here.
Skaven Blight's greatest, best inventor.
Okay, actually, I'm going to run up here just so we have more movement. Yeah, because these greenskins are not likely to come for us right now. Sartosa seems like not that much of a threat. Border Princes could come for us, but they're a little further away. So I just think that minimizing our fronts is a good plan right now. So we'll probably just jump and do that.
Warlock Master.
Okay, we'll go ahead and I guess just chill here for a couple of turns and farm some rebellions.
Master Engineer.
God, it takes so long to like even move over here.
Scamper, scurry.
I guess we can move a little bit.
Scamper, march.
Dang it. So we're getting some public order, so we need to step out, actually, so that we get a rebellion next turn, I think. Because I want to do one more rebellion. Okay, and then we need to put one of these guys. What are their traits?
No malice detected.
Weapons Master kind of sucks. So,
Diabolical.
this way, and then... How long until our... This is 10 turns. Okay. So we need to move this guy up north and try to... throw down some of the... I mean, if we have to burn these... yeah, I guess we'll go this way and figure it out. We could go up and put an underlayer in something like Altdorf, maybe. That's really far away. We will take that eventually, but...
I think not.
I was hoping the elves wouldn't go to war with us, but maybe we can get peace with them. Let's see. Carved tunnels. We want that movement speed. Okay, so Magrita.
Watch your back, Tile.
With that, and then gotta be a little careful with our money usage, but upgrade a port. Can I get a trade agreement with anybody? Kind of cool if
Fear
Sartosa
the
wants
pirate!
to.
Let us hope what you have to say pleases the mighty Sea Father.
Now, they have a lot of resources. I could try to bro up with them. I mean, they only have one province. Then we could get other resources we could trade and actually, like, use our resource buildings. Yeah, sure. Just do it, bro.
Don't you dare.
I mean, fine. I need money right now, so...
You might be right.
Okay.
Ready the
Dreadfully,
river.
they don't like us as much,
In
but...
the business of despoilment, there is no time for games. Nothing shall stop you.
Okay. So we've got the evil alliance going on here.
Look port, then starboard.
Okay. Alright, so now we have at least one trade partner. We can maybe do more than one. So we could do iron mining pit. How's our public order? Buildings, military crackdown, corruption. Okay, so I think actually we're gonna have to do this for the public order. Yeah, I guess that's alright. Yeah, I don't see any other way around it. We could put in wine over here at Bill Valley. Alright. So we got that. Skaven Blight's all good. Okay, this place. We want the food. We gotta be a little careful with how we're spending here, though. We're about to have a rebellion. Obviously, we want that OP building. Then I think one of those. Okay. I think that's all good. We moved everybody. Okay. This. We were thinking about getting rid of some of these buildings and just throwing in a like an assassin's place, but whatever. We'll just keep it. Okay, so Sammy asks on the stream, what do you get out of rebellions? So when you fight a rebellion, you get experience on your lord, and you get gold, you get food. It's like you just win a battle, so you can get all kinds of stuff off of them. You can kind of exploit the system a little bit early on if you just constantly, they call it farming rebellions. You just sit there and kill rebellions over and over and over again. You do have to pay the upkeep costs on your army. So if you're sitting there with like a 4,000 gold army and you're trying to kill, you know, rebellions and you're earning 800 gold per turn, you're losing, you know, like 3,200 gold. So sometimes it doesn't make sense, but with an army like that Skaven slave army that we had earlier, it's only like an 800 gold army. If you can just kill the rebellions over and over again, usually, like if it's a really cheap army, you'll pay a minimal cost in order to power level your lord. And with Skaven, you get all kinds of stuff. You get food, you get warp fuel, you can get magical items. But so rebellions can be good. I try not to do that as much as possible. I try not to power level or like power farm rebellions with most factions unless you like absolutely have to strategically. There's a couple where you have to do that, like what's his name, the goblin dude Skarsnik. You kind of have to do that early, and sometimes with chaos, depending on who you pick, you kind of have to do that early because you just can't win clean fights without a higher level lord. Yeah, you can also power farm if you like get an enemy town that's like really low level. You can just keep killing the town over and over again. I think they've nerfed that quite a bit, so you don't get a lot of gold off of that, but you do gain experience.
A warlock of Skaven Blight.
Whenever there's a rebellion out, also, your public order improves by 20 per turn, which is nice. But if you win the fight, you'll get bonus public order for 8 turns. It's like beat the rebellion or military. I forgot what it's called exactly. We've got it over here. Military crackdown. So it starts at 8, and then every turn it loses 1. So you get +8, then next turn +7, then +6. So it buys you a little time. And then obviously if you're killing rebellions, like, you're not advancing your map position that much. So it can be good, but there are drawbacks. But I would consider it an exploit to sit there and farm it with a faction that doesn't have to do it, which is most factions. So I try to just kill the minimal amount of rebellions that I can, and then press forward.
Serve yourselves up to your master.
Stalk. We'll put it on that guy. What is it? Range? I forgot even what the banner is right now. It's stalk, missile damage, and missile resistance. Okay, that's fine. Alright, so we'll just auto-resolve it.
Which kill device to use,
Now, if you do let rebellions, a rebellion starts with 8, and then if you don't kill it, the next turn it's 14, then the next turn it's 20. So they do power up really quickly, and they can be very, very strong. They get 1-tier units higher than what you have, or they're eligible to get that. So if you have tier 3, they could get tier 4 units. So remember a few nights ago when we kind of let that rebellion go a little too long and they had some really scary stuff and they crushed us? So rebellions can be very dangerous if you don't stop them immediately.
Death contraptions to fund. Spoils pay for destruction.
We're already maxed on food, right? Yeah.
Flesh, the best.
I hate kind of putting that replenishment debuff on me for such little gold, but that's fine. So you see we leveled up off of that. Because in this game, basically, like, your lords level up based on your victory condition. So if you get a decisive victory, even if it's like you have a 20-stack army and you just killed 1 single lord, then you would still get the same amount of experience as if you just won a 20 versus 20 fight, which is really wacky. Like, I wish they would change that. Individual units that aren't the lords gain experience based on how many units they kill in a fight. And there's some other factors, but it's mostly how many units they kill. But lords, for some reason, only level up based on the victory condition. It's a Doomflayer or Doomwheel. That's only the Lord's army. That's not overall. He gets special anti-large flame and missile damage. 50% warp fuel. Do I care about that? Maybe. I mean, those rockets are pretty strong. They don't feel too OP. It's just like a super powerful spell. Ooh, what is this stuff? Casting. Okay, it's just on him. Or this. Replenishment. Okay, I think I don't care about the Doomflayer. I might try Doomwheel on him. How strong are our things? We're getting up there. This guy's already level 7.
Like Ikit's devastation. Yes, yes.
And this guy's about to get up there. He's getting pretty close. These are leveling up. I'm trying to think if we should grab Rally and then Warp Smart. I think we'll just go ahead and go for Ancient Cunning, though. Like, Ambush is going to be really important. So that gives us a better chance to ambush.
Knows who his boss is.
We've got Vermintide. I like Plague Rash. It's really nice. Every time you cast a spell, it sort of slows everybody down. Poison is very good, too. It's very cheap. It's only 5. It basically lowers the damage that enemies do by 20% effectively. But it does cost mana. This is Plague Rash is free. So we'll get our Rash going here. Okay. So we just killed that rebellion, and we're working a public order building, so that should be fine.
Tinker, tinker.
Okay, and now we can just run.
Scotty spawn fools.
Run over here. Okay, go to tier 4, and we are running out of gold quickly.
Warp stone.
Who did I want? Fleet-footed, Strider, and Speed. I guess we'll take that. Man thing, enchanted item.
Victory. horned rat!
Okay, standardized drill. So for those of you on the stream, we did lose like one of our big warlock units. In this army, which sucked, but...
Engineer of Scryer! Power enhancers replaced! Scurry! Test subjects!
Alright, so we're getting a little more money. I mean, that rebellion's not going to come for 2 more turns. How much public order do I get if I just step in here?
Diabolic devices!
I'm going to have to wait for a couple of turns if I want to do that.
Science!
Can we
sorcery,
siege
death.
this? We might be able to siege this if she doesn't come over here.
Wishes the grail.
Okay.
Sorcerer inventor, yes!
Alright, so let's just stand out of here. We'll
Machine
allow
and
rebellion.
sorcery!
Next turn, he can, like, run over here, maybe hire another Giselle or something. Oh, it takes 2 turns to hire those, though. Yeah, we'll just do a rebellion. We'll do 1 rebellion. That'll help us out.
Technoc sorcerer!
I think that'll help us out with the public order. We kill the rebellion, and then we sit in the town for 1 turn, and then we jump the wall and go at it that way. All right.
Sartosa's most come on board. I'll guarantee.
Hey, what's up, Chili Dog? If you eat humans, it's cannibalism. If you eat dogs, it's wonton beef. Yeah, that's awkward. Eat captives, cannibalism, OP. That's right. These pirates look kind of scary. Yeah, I don't really want to mess with them if I don't have to. I mean, I've got so many people that already hate me. Oh, Exto Factor. Sorry, I see that later. Used to be addicted to WoW 9 years ago. Yeah, I mean, I played it a lot. It's difficult for me to say, like, addiction, because I was able to do other stuff. Like, I went outside the house. But I definitely enjoyed playing, and I was thinking about it a lot. But mental addiction is tough. I think oftentimes the way that we really measure, like, addiction is, like, a problem. Because, like, some people are really driven by stuff and they strive, but we don't call people like addicted to training for their sport or something. I mean, I guess you could, but it seems to be only if measured it or like only quantified if people lose stuff, right? So if you are, unless as long as you have control of your life and you're like in kind of a happy, relatively happy state, I guess. I don't know if I would consider something that you really, really enjoy doing as an addiction. I guess, I don't know. I'm not a psychologist. I don't know like the current DSM definition of it, but I know that gaming addiction is really hard to, like, it can work, but it seems like most of the time people are classifying it is, the way you classify it is through the consequences. Which is, okay, this person hasn't slept in 3 days and quit their job, or something like that. Like, that's obviously, there's a problem there, but...
Read warp scroll!
Okay, so we're just running up here.
Move chaos! Make, kill things!
Okay, so we're just gonna probably pop
To under Empire! Go, go!
over here. And then... Now, as we talked about in the last episode, I believe we can get this under control. It's just going to take tier 4, and we're going to have a lot of gold and build a lot of buildings to do it.
Watch your back tail!
Okay, so Lucchini. God, we're cutting it so close on the gold here. I mean, that's like super cheap. 450 is pretty cheap too. That helps with public order, sort of. I think we can just go for that one. Growth is very nice, but we don't need to grow this up a ton. It's already growing pretty quickly. We need this eventually, but I need money right now on the cheap. So let's go ahead and drop that. Okay, so I guess we just kill this rebellion. And then jump over after that. I'm not even sure if I can leave this area, though. Maybe we can take Carcassonne and then run back really quickly. Because the thing is, remember, this doesn't have walls, as we talked about early on in this campaign. So, like, if a rebellion, like, shows up, they can attack it the first turn if they really want to. You know, we can hold, like, an 8-stack rebellion, but any longer than that, it's going to be rough. And they could end up with a 20-stack of, like, crazy stuff. Okay. Addicted to pizza and shawarma. I don't think I've ever had shawarma before. I remember people like on was that on the Avengers they were talking about that. I don't know if I can beat Carcassonne. If she has that army sitting in there. I guess I don't have to go for her main town. I could just pick off all the rest of the stuff and just grab that later. I forgot to check. I need to see who she's allied with, too. We're going to try to ambush. I mean, one major problem is you can't ambush towns. And I am a little more reserved about town battles now. Because the catapults just are not nearly as good, or they were having some serious line of sight issues in the last siege. Like they weren't even hitting the door properly. They're like just running around.
All rats bow to Skaven Blight's will.
Damn it, they always... They're not even in my property. Like, the property line is right here. They have, like, one toe in the property line. They're trying to go, like, as far away as possible. Just to be as annoying as they possibly can be.
Kill targets now! You will toil!
Alright.
Worth more alive!
So we only... I didn't see how much gold we got off of that. Like, we got some gold off of that. What did we end up with? Like 2,000 or something, maybe? Tops? But this is a 3,000 gold army.
This rat is no fool.
I might need to do mobility, honestly. I don't know. This is so strong, though. Like, we're going to have to do a lot of running around. I think I'll do mobility first. Okay, so that's going to be able to hold for a while.
Storm Demon!
Wow, he can jump really far. How the hell? Oh, because you start off with a ton of extra movement speed here. Okay. So we should be able to, if that's the case then, we should be able to pop over here.
City, mine!
And then next turn, jump the wall. So we'll get a little more public order. then jump the wall, and that should buy us some time.
Transcrier!
Who are they at war? Who are they allied with?
Dark are these times.
Okay, they're at war with the elves, but they're not allied with anybody, so that's good.
Ready the swordfish! Let us hope what you have to say pleases the mighty Sea Father. We're shipshape!
Okay. How strong is their army? Sorry, I know I just looked at them. Okay, so I think they just have that 120 stack, based on what I can see.
More warpstone! Now, now!
How far can? Okay, so they can go down to here. I might be able to beat them open field. I've got a lot of food.
Of Scryer! Scampascary!
You seek the lady?
Wow. Okay. They actually have 220 stacks. So I'm not at war with them yet, but if they go to war with me right now
Not for cutting
and come at me, this could actually be pretty difficult. I thought that, so they have 220 stacks. Huh. Those aren't very good, though. What's their garrison look like? Grail Knights. Okay, let me see how strong these are in the base game. It's been a while since I fought Bretonnians, and I've been using the Steel Faith mod. So I need to refamiliarize myself with some of these stats. Okay, they have 10 bonus versus large. And Bretonnia just got rebalanced, too. How strong are these? Foot Squires. Decent armor. 9, but they have really low melee attack and defense. Spearmen and arms, not that great. Okay. These are a little scarier. They do have perfect vigor,
For the small brain.
and they don't heal, but they do have physical resist. Pretty bad in sieges, though.
We have met
And
before.
then he's got a bunch of trash. I think we can beat that stuff up. She's a bigger issue. I'm not sure. What could she have? I think she can have that much. I think we can win. So, like, I believe
Channel fight chaos!
we'll be able to go underway to here. Maybe. See you, Jake. Thanks for coming out, buddy. Okay, so we got a little more money here. Not that much money. So a wine resource building. So 20 wine, I think, is worth, is it 10 each? 16 each. So if I could sell all 20 of that, it's unlikely I'll sell all of it, but even 10 would give me 160, which is more than the 80 I'll get. But this gives 60% more from the income, so trade does not, slave wheels do not benefit trade. So a normal building I would build here that would give 80, would give like 120. So if I can sell 10 of those wine, then it would be worth it to get the wine. We don't get public order or anything for it. Some other factions get public order for their wine buildings, but Skaven don't get anything cool. So I think that's better than anything else I can put in there as far as like money goes. We obviously want to upgrade that soon. Untainted also helps with public order. Yeah, I think that's probably the best thing I can get right now.
Clan rats are not content!
I could switch this over to public order, but I really want the growth because I want to get to tier 5 also. Like, some good stuff at tier 5. This is fine. We don't need the growth like that desperately here, so I think, of course, we don't need the public order either. So that's fine. All right. This. Do I want to start an underway? I kind of want to go up to Altdorf.
This way, way.
Because, like, these elves, we might actually have to fight
Not
them.
possible.
What do you want?
I hope.
So this is costing us
Missile!
a decent chunk of stuff. Putting in an Altdorf would be really nice, because that place usually gets a lot of money. Or Marienburg. Ooh, Marienburg would be great. Their port makes a lot of money. Okay. So now we probably need to start going for menace from below so we can get volatile plans. Okay. Go with that. We did the diplomacy. Everybody's moved, correct? Double check everything. Make sure I don't forget. We did equip items. Don't have enough fuel to do anything. Okay. Now, let's see if they come at us. Now, if they do fight us, we will get to fight in the underway. I'm about to Doomsphere Kingsglade with Orion's Doomsack sitting in it. Nice. Swarma is best and worst thing you can get addicted to. It's so good. It's a super unhealthy meal. Okay. Isn't it like just a ton of meat or something? I don't really know. I could also go put it under like the dwarves. The dwarves have a tech called like rat poison or something, so I don't know if that would detect it or not. I don't know who has the best chance of detecting it. The Skaven underlayer. I'm trying to think of places that are like least likely where I would go. If we can go spot Hell Pit in the top, we could maybe try to confederate with them. I mean, we could try to put it under Kislev. Kislev is probably going to get burned by Chaos, though. But we could use this guy to spot... or we could just, every 10 turns, just put one up. Just have him out there. Since we have the capacity for 3 now. Could start with Altdorf and work our way in. Just put it under a lot of the major capitals. Be nice if I had one to throw down on the other side of the world, though, too. Because I would really like to find Queek and Skrulk. Although I can't afford a confederation with them right now. I need to be rich first before I do that.
It is forbidden.
Skavenblight's greatest, best inventor. Master engineer.
Okay. So we can pop under here. Reinforce. And then just go for the kill on him. She's going to probably come out on us at some point, but I think we can do that. We're maxed out on food, so we can spend a lot on Menace from below if we need to.
Exosuit ready.
Okay, let me see who they're at war with. Torgoven, Dreadfleet. So Dreadfleet might pay us to go to war with them. But we want to make this jump first so they don't intercept us in the underway while jumping.
Sorcerer inventor. Yes, yes.
That's pretty sweet. Like, you can really jump out of there. Like, fly out of there.
Warlock ready.
Okay.
Flotilla, what do you want, Thrall?
I'm not your thrall, bruh. Okay, so they're broke. Good to know.
As my power ascends!
Okay, so they're at war with Kalidor.
Warp lightning.
I could damage walls, and then... I mean, I think we have enough to do. Let's just not even play around with this.
Despoil. Annihilate.
Okay. Just gotta watch out for those knights, but I think we can beat them. We have a ton of spears. A lot of upgrades. Minutes from below.
Much suffering pain to be
Go with
had.
4 minutes from below here.
Scryer
Still.
consumes you.
Seasoned chicken, fries, pickles, garlic sauce, beef, tomatoes, parsley, tartar sauce. Tartar sauce. I guess that could work. Hey, what's up, Jabster? Yeah, I saw that tech. It reduces the time on it by 5 turns, so you can put one up every 5 turns. That's pretty insane. So I don't know. It feels like it's not too OP to me because they can discover it potentially, but it's very strong. I mean, I only have one up there. I like the fact that they've really limited like heroes you can get, so they feel more special. So you have to get all the way up to tier 5 before you get an extra hero. Unless that's like sort of your specialty hero, so obviously you get an extra one with Ikit Claw, an extra Warlock Engineer. Of course, where are they walking in from? The middle of the map. All right, we want to stay away from that. There's too many towers. There's like 4 towers there. Okay, so let's just go like right here. Actually, we want the these dudes. If they want to fire on the clan rats, that's fine. So we want the Giselles first. And then these next, because these should be able to fire over the Giselles. Giselles can probably fire over the catapults, but... Oh, they actually cannot fire right there. Right.
What?
It's further than I think.
Our tale is yours. Ikit Claw! For the Vermintide!
These rattling gunners, they have some, we don't want to bring those in until like really later on.
Guide us, Horn One! Guide us, Horn One! My plan? Horn One's wishes. Ready, steady, kill! Rattling gun! Go, run, whoa! Warlock Jedians! Scotty!
For real? It's not gonna bring in my other catapults. Oh, there it is. Whoa, the Giselles can't even fire on those dudes? God, we gotta talk about line of sight, guys. These guys are on ramparts. They're not behind any walls. How can you not fire on that?
What orders? We obey. Attack charge. Four systems on. Scuttle. Storm Demon. Now. Claw catapult. Clan rat spears. Advance retreat.
It's not gonna let me fire through that, I guess. I wish there was a command that was like stand and fire, so your units, like, if they couldn't fire, they just wouldn't fire instead of trying to walk through. Oh, are they actually trying to sally out on me? Dude, if they sally out here, we'll just slaughter them. Wait, what is this? Oh, it's the towers, okay.
Ikit claw! Rick-a-rack! Move like yourselves! Stop! Stop! Skaven, yes, yes! Yes, yes, yes! Ready, steady, doom! Ikit claw! Warp lightning!
I'm gonna try to avoid these ramparts if we can.
Skaven smash!
Okay, we're sniping out this dude, I guess. Sniped her. Get out of here. So we can hit individual people here, but we can't hit like this huge group of units for some reason.
Ikit claw! Warp stone magic!
Speed this up a little bit here.
Blade power catapult! Hasten on it! Stab! Stab! What orders? Stand still!
Actually, yeah, just fire on this guy. Okay, I think we're good to move up here.
Hold your at will! Now, ready, now!
Oh, I forgot about this Giselle.
Now, burn! Fight, fight! Hunt
Actually, let me see if some of my weapons teams can do anything here.
Landrat spears. Our tail's yours. Attack charge. Warlock Jezzaels. Rattling gun.
I'm like out of numbers. Oh, we got 3. Okay, we can put them on 3.
Our tail's yours. At once, words.
Skaven! Yes, yes! Warlock Engineer! Scurry Grace! Fight attack! For the Vermintide! Yes, good! Rattling gun! Sneak! Warlock Jezzaels!
Yeah, these rattling guns are taking a little while here.
Clan rats! Clan rat spears! Rattling gun! Faster! Scurry! Agree rig!
There we go. Now catapults are feeling a lot more impactful. They still have a lot of stuff left, though. I'm just going to see if I can get the angle on some of this to fire through this door on some of these people. I don't know if it's going to give me the angle or not.
Straight! Horned rats will! Now move! Then leap! March, Scotty, yes!
They have a really hard time, like, firing through these doors.
War fire!
Be able to fire, right?
Die! Faster! Scurry!
So much green.
One! Great! Yeah!
Fire? Come on, baby, fire. There we go. And get some of that in there. Alright. Let's just send in the squad here. Graphics card's like, enough's enough. Let's get in there and finish this. Individually throw them through there. I just can't process that many people.
Rattling gun! Quick!
Hang on, come on, get out of there. They turned on this tower, of course, as soon as I run out of ammo.
What? At once, master! We move! Council's command! Landrat spears!
Just get in the door, boys.
Moving! Friars, wrath! Of flame! Clan rat spears! Boom! Destruction! Spear! Clan rats! Warlock and near! Hey, hey! Warp lightning! Warlock!
File in here, boys.
Now, yes! We obey.
Get everyone in the city. Just flood it with rats.
Fire thrower! Ikit, yes! Warlock moves! Skaven slaves!
Oh, I totally forgot about this thing. I need to get these in here for sure.
Glenrod spear!
I don't even have like half of my forces in there. We're all trying to file in. It is nice if you can crack some walls first.
March, scurry, yes! March, scurry, yes!
Dude, how disheartening would that be if you're trying to hold this and they're just like rats just freaking flooding in?
Warlock giants! Death devices charged!
This clown's trying to
Warlock
step up.
coming!
Tie him up.
Move, tail! Now for nuts! Scatter, move! Of flame! Moving! Rocket chargers! Doomfire! War fire thrower!
I don't know how those flamethrowers are getting shots up there, but
Warlock engineer! Doomfire! Comply, agreed! Nasty things die!
oh, a bunch more came down here actually. Okay,
This is death!
trying to pull the old switcheroo on me.
Free runner cars! Onwards! Warlock engineer!
Yeah, someone fogging up.
All right. Kill time! What orders?
We don't even need the flamethrowers here. We just flood them with everything.
Warlock master! I want this! Skaven slaves! Create! Kill, yes! Place now! Warlock master! Worthy of Scryer! Infernal weapon! Blood rat spears! Skaven, yes, yes! Scream recat on track!
Yeah, just don't fight the lords. Just swarm the lords with infantry until they just die, basically. We need to get our lords out of there, so we're not even don't even waste time with it.
Faster, scurry!
Oh, this guy's stepping out on us, man. Okay.
Bang, bang!
We obey!
Healers! Open arrow! Warlock engineer! Stand, stand! Granite spears! Spread basket! Tail slashers! Death the stab! Skaven slaves! Retreat, retreat! Move, move! Spears! Channeled on charge! Bang, bang!
Yeah, I mean, this is just basically how you handle lords a lot of times with Skaven. You just freaking surround them and just leave them alone. They're not going to hack through all that. And let's go after the more vulnerable stuff.
Warlock engineer! Slave step!
These guys are trying to get cute, huh?
Rattling
Let's
gun!
bring in the rattling gun.
Hasten! Hurry! Squeak, squeak! Warlock master! War fire thrower! Crit and a card! Good! Breaking out! Hasten, hurry! We obey! Scream, Ricardo, crank! Rick-a-back! Shriek! Shriek! Quick, quick! Rattling a gun! Move, move! Rick-a-rack! Yes, yes! Rattling gun!
Not fire at will.
For the very
Not firing at my own
time.
people.
Yes, yes! Reek! Rattling gun!
Damn it. Who the hell?
Gun scryer!
We got pulling out the big guns out here.
Spell of play, oh god! Murder kill, kill!
Run past all this crap. We need some stuff. Just ping him into this wall.
Fight! Attack! Ikit claw!
These are the serious units. These are the business units here.
Should we run? Shield for wins! Still coming!
Okay, sweet. Can't you call the exterminator to get rid of the rat problem? Not this rat problem. These rats are the exterminators. I mean, maybe you can call in, I don't know, dark elves with like 6 dragons and like 10 Blackguard of Nagaron. You know, those would be the rat exterminators, but anyone else want to defy you? I'm sure there are a lot of people that want to defy me. Once we get the poison or the death glow bombardiers or whatever, the purple ones, that's when we can start crushing that stuff up on those rafters. But like our weapons team right now can't really get up there.
Has no equal.
Aside from the plague claw catapult, like these are very good like open field, but they're definitely lacking in like really close quarters combat. Nah, that was a pretty cool fight, yeah. We're maxed out on food again.
Things, all things.
Yeah, so the maximum raise it looks like we're gonna get is like 3,400, which is way lower than the sack rate most of the time. So, like getting that 300% raise would be like 12,000 gold. So that building doesn't appear to really be worth it that much. That we were thinking about the underway building. I think we just sack it and then occupy it.
Tinkerer needs trinkets. This place's riches are mine now. Power up! I win!
Oh, we're at hour 3. Okay. Shadow Map. That's pretty cool. 12 extra deflection. Ward save. Okay. And we got a lot of stuff off of that. Okay, so that's gonna be it for this episode. So we'll do one more episode here on stream, but if you're just watching the standalone episode, thank you very much for tuning in. We will. Looks like they did restructure how this. A little bit of geography over here, but thank you very much for tuning in. We will continue to terrorize Bretonia over here. That's the plan, at least. And we'll try to keep cranking out some cash. We'll eventually get to these Death Glow Bombardiers, and we'll try out some Death Runners, and we'll get some more Doom Flayers here soon. So, got some good stuff coming up. Stay tuned for the next episode, and I'll see you next time.